He said earliest it was 12:22 that the individual ran across, set up, took the shot. And I said, well, you must have been there, because he then sends me I wanted to see all of the metadata of when he took that footage. And the metadata begins at 12:22 and goes into 12:23, the very minute that Charlie gets shot. And he says, yeah, I saw the shot. I had just stopped recording about 20 seconds before the shot rang out. And he said that he told them a description of what the shooter looked like. And it was not the description that the entire world received less than 24 hours later of this person, Tyler Robinson, wearing jeans. I said, was he wearing jeans? He said, no. Actually, this person was dressed in tactical gear and he was wearing a face mask.
We've been risking a lot to bring you the truth about this case. We've spent hours chasing leads, talking to witnesses, digging into evidence the mainstream won't touch. And because of that, our original channel, the one with over 5,000 subscribers, was suddenly wiped off YouTube with no warning and no reason given. Gone. Years of work, hundreds of videos silenced overnight. That's what happens when you dig too close to the truth. If you're watching this right now, understand this channel could be next. We don't have the protection of big networks. All we have is you. So please, don't just watch and scroll away. Subscribe right now, turn on notifications, share this video with at least one friend, post it in your groups, email it, text it. If you don't, this investigation dies, the truth dies, and the people who want to bury this story will win. You have the power to keep this alive. If you've ever said someone should do something, this is your chance. We're doing our part. All we ask is that you do yours, subscribe, share, and stand with us. Because the closer we get to the truth, the harder they try to silence us. Don't let them. Welcome back to Criminal Pattern Reloaded. Tonight we're stepping back into one of the most shocking and polarizing shootings in recent American history, the killing of Charlie Kirk. From the first headlines, it looked simple. A suspect, a motive, a confession, case closed. But when you take a closer look, the official story begins to break apart at the seams. Within hours of the shooting at Utah Valley University, 25-year-old Tyler Robinson was named as the lone gunman, arrested, charged, condemned in the court of public opinion. But what if that picture isn't just incomplete? What if it's wrong? Because this case isn't just about one man. It's about a system under pressure, evidence that doesn't add up, and a family and a nation being fed a version of events that may be more fiction than fact. The night of September 10th, 2025. Arm, Utah. A packed auditorium. Thousands of people. A single shot shatters the night. Panic erupts. Parents clutch their children. Officers flood the scene. By dawn, Tyler Robinson is in custody. Prosecutors claim he's already confessed through text messages to his roommate. The headlines write themselves. Case closed. But from the very beginning, cracks appeared. The weapon recovered. The bullet's path. Witnesses swore the sound came from inside the auditorium, not a rooftop. Medical reports show a trajectory impossible from the position police claimed. Experts we've spoken to said it straight. The official story collapses under basic forensic scrutiny. A local witness told Criminal Pattern that his camera metadata shows footage beginning at 12:22, the minute Charlie Kirk was shot. He claims he saw a man in tactical gear wearing a mask, not jeans. That's not the description released to the public less than 24 hours later. Two young women at the scene were described as calm, almost detached, whispering strange words at the moment of the shooting, details that only now seem chilling in hindsight. Then came the digital trail, handwritten notes, angry messages, evidence so perfect it almost feels planted, as if someone wanted Tyler Robinson to be the first suspect, the easiest scapegoat. If that's true, an innocent man could be sitting in a cell right now, facing the death penalty while the real shooter walks free. Key inconsistencies. Rifle. Investigators say Robinson folded up his rifle, ran off, and hid it. But the gun was later found near a chicken coop next to an abandoned house linked to Utah Valley University. Locals told us the story doesn't add up. How did the weapon travel there without anyone seeing? The trapdoor. At the location where Robinson was supposedly cornered, investigators found what looked like a hidden trapdoor. Could it have been an escape route? If so, for whom? The backpack runner. Footage circulating online shows a man sprinting away with a backpack. Witnesses speculate the bag could have held a weapon. That runner has never been identified. The confession. Prosecutors claim Robinson texted his roommate, "It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this." Yet once in FBI custody, Robinson went completely silent. Why confess in private but refuse to cooperate with investigators? The roommate. Court records show the roommate was the key witness who received the texts and the note. But conflicting reports say he's gone quiet, maybe even disappeared. If that's true, what exactly does he know? The community speaks. Locals near the abandoned house don't buy the official version. They claim the rifle wasn't found out in the open at all, but stashed, and that authorities are withholding information. When the community closest to the crime starts questioning the government's story, something isn't right. This distrust isn't conspiracy chatter. It's the voice of people on the ground whose lives were disrupted by the shooting. Bigger questions. Why is Robinson refusing to cooperate if he supposedly confessed? Why is the key witness missing? Why does the evidence feel so perfectly packaged? Could Robinson have been manipulated, set up, or used as a decoy? Was the real killer someone else, maybe even still walking free? We're not saying we have all the answers, but when the official narrative leaves so many holes, it's our job to ask hard questions. If you've seen footage from Utah Valley University that night, if you've spotted clips online of the man with the backpack, or if you've noticed inconsistencies in the FBI's timeline, share it. Drop it in the comments, tag Criminal Pattern on social media. Every video snippet, every photograph, every eyewitness account could be the missing piece of this puzzle. We've seen time and time again how collective eyes can crack open cases that seemed airtight. We're 2 weeks out from the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The FBI says it's simple. One man, one gun, one confession. But the inconsistencies refuse to stay buried. A rifle hidden near a chicken coop, a mysterious trapdoor, a video of a man running with a backpack, a confession that doesn't line up with silence in custody, a roommate whose role is unclear. And maybe the hardest question of all, if Tyler Robinson isn't the real shooter, then who is? This isn't just about one crime, it's about truth, trust, and whether justice is really being served. Subscribe to Criminal Pattern, turn on notifications, share this investigation, because the closer we look at this case, the more the official story begins to unravel. We're not stopping until the whole story is out.